You ever notice we're carrying tiny explosives everywhere now?
You mean phones?
Phones, laptops, tablets, e-bikes, power tools, electric cars. At this point, half the things in your house are powered by spicy little chemistry experiments.
Lithium batteries seem pretty safe.
That's exactly what everyone says, right before a scooter turns into a flamethrower. Today on Waffle Ladders, we're climbing the ladder, the 10 dangers of lithium batteries nobody really talks about.
This should be uplifting.
Yeah, nothing says modern technology like carrying a fire hazard in your pocket. Let's climb the ladder. Number 10, you're carrying more energy than you think. Most people look at their phone and see a phone. As an electronics engineer, I look at it and see a high density energy storage device sitting 6 inches from your face.
That's a very engineered way to ruin phones.
It's also accurate. Lithium batteries are incredible because they store huge amounts of energy in very small spaces. Most people don't realize that the battery is roughly a quarter of the phone. The problem? Physics doesn't care whether that energy is being helpful or destructive.
So you're saying my phone is dangerous?
No, I'm saying people respect gasoline more than they respect the battery they sleep next to every night. And that's weird and potentially a problem. Number 9, thermal runaway is engineer speak for things are about to get exciting. There's a phrase battery engineers use, thermal runaway.
That sounds bad.
It's very bad. When a battery cell becomes damaged or overheated, it can generate heat internally. That heat creates more chemical reaction. Those reactions create more heat, which creates more reactions, which creates even more heat. A reinforcing loop of doom.
So the battery panics?
Exactly. The battery enters this feedback loop and starts cooking itself. Engineers call it thermal runaway. Firefighters call it a very long day. Here's video showing what happens in a controlled environment.
Quickly, the lithium battery is in region of 500 to 750 watt hours. Electric scooters are now banned on TfL network due to fire risk and regular fire.
Also notice the gas. This is highly toxic gas. If you ever have a device that starts sparking, don't try to unplug it. Just get out of there and call 911. Number 8, a swollen battery is not a suggestion. If your phone battery starts swelling, don't keep using it. Don't poke it. Don't try to squeeze it back in shape. There's a buildup of gas in the battery that can lead to all sorts of problems, including the runaway chemical reaction that we just talked about. Did I mention there can also be an explosion? Yeah, that can happen. So don't tell yourself you'll deal with that puffy battery later.
People do that?
Tanner, people drive around with check engine lights for 3 years. Of course they do. A swollen battery means internal chemistry has already started breaking down. That's not the beginning of a problem. That's evidence the problem already arrived. If your battery swells, immediately turn it off. Never recharge it and isolate it from everything else. Get it to a phone repair shop pronto. Number 7, cheap batteries are a gamble. You know those no-name batteries online, the ones that promise twice the power for half the price?
Everyone buys those.
And as an engineer, that terrifies me because safety systems cost money. Quality control costs money. Testing costs money. When somebody sells a battery for half the price, something got removed. The question is, what? Or was it refurbished? Or was it a battery that didn't make the cut?
Hopefully the anti-fire part didn't get removed.
Well, that's exactly the concern. My advice, don't try to save money on batteries you replace. Get a name brand with a UL listing.
Hey Dad,
But
this charging station isn't working over here. A bunch of...
you got, wait a second, you have all these things hooked up to this?
Well, yeah, multitasking.
Well, you're about to be calling the fire department if you keep this up.
But I need it working now.
All right, I'll get to it later. Sit down.
But I'm in the middle of watching Love Island.
Sit down. Number 6, Fast charging has consequences. Everybody wants their phone charged to full power all the time. The faster the better. Supercharged, faster charge, lightning charge. But nobody wants to hear the engineering trade-off for all this charging.
Which is?
Heat. Lots of heat. Modern batteries are designed to handle it, but heat is still one of the biggest enemies of battery life. You can almost hear physics saying, fine, I'll charge it faster, but you're not going to like the long-term consequences. Not only do you reduce your battery life, but if there is a defect, it can lead to a breakdown and disaster, as talked about in number 9. Because of this, EVs have power systems to limit fast charges, increasing charging times, and this obviously frustrates owners. Remember this, physics will not be beaten. Number 5, the large battery problem. Now let's talk about e-bikes or RVs, electric vehicles, and even now electric buses.
I've seen all those. The e-bikes look really fun.
Yes, they are, and most are perfectly safe. But when a large battery pack fails, you suddenly understand why engineers worry about energy density. A phone battery is one thing. An e-bike battery can store 10 to 20 times more energy, sometimes much more.
So a bigger battery means a bigger problem.
Exactly. The laws of physics scale beautifully. Now take that to an RV or an EV, and the energy gets to be insane. Unfortunately, so do the fires. An EV battery is thousands of times bigger than a phone battery. Here's what can happen.
So the key question is, when is a fire out? The fire brigade struggled to douse the fire even using 3,000 gallons of water.
Number 4, most people store batteries incorrectly. Here's something almost nobody thinks about: storage.
You mean putting them in a drawer?
Exactly. Extreme heat, or direct sunlight, or hot garages, or cars in summer. They're all terrible places for lithium batteries, and yet people do it constantly. You want to store it at about 50% charged, low humidity that is reasonable, and at room temperature.
Nobody thinks about batteries.
True, and that leads to decreased life and potentially dangerous situations. Oh, and don't refrigerate them, as that can cause other issues. Number 3, these batteries are becoming a firefighter problem. This one surprises people. These things, when they catch fire, are nearly impossible to put out effectively. They can be put out and come back to life later, like Frankenstein. This has led to a whole slew of firefighter problems. In fact, listen to this, the recommended ways to put an EV car fire out are insane. 7,000 gallons of water, or even more. Or you can submerge it in a close body of water, like a lake or pond. Think about that. You have to submerge the car in water.
That doesn't seem very practical.
It's not if you want to drive that car again. But what about batteries people throw in the trash? A damaged lithium battery gets crushed, short circuits, ignition. Now you've got a fire inside a garbage truck.
That sounds crazy.
And it's happened. Modern society created a product so common that people forget it's technically hazardous waste. And as a reminder, never throw a lithium battery in the trash. Number 2, we're putting batteries into everything. When I became an engineer, batteries were in a handful of products. Now, everything. Phones, watches, scooters, power tools, doorbells, headphones, lawn equipment, kids' toys.
Even my toothbrush has a battery.
Exactly. At this point, I'm expecting battery-powered socks.
Oh, Mom has those.
Of course she does. That's what scares me. Think about this. There are probably 2 to 3 billion rechargeable batteries just in the United States alone. If the catastrophic failure rate is only, say, 1 in 20 million, that is at least 200 to 300 very dangerous fires a year. That's not something to ignore. Now, these batteries are generally safe, but when you put billions of them everywhere, rare failures stop being rare. Number 1, the biggest danger isn't the battery. Here's the thing nobody wants to hear. Lithium is very dangerous when in an uncontrolled situation. And if you see one smoking, you should definitely get away from it quickly and never try to unplug it or pick it up or move it. If it's smoking, run. But lithium batteries aren't the biggest danger. People are.
I knew that was coming.
People use damaged batteries. People buy counterfeit chargers. People ignore swelling. People leave batteries charging under pillows. People throw them in the trash. People do all the things engineers specifically tell them not to do.
So the battery isn't trying to kill me?
No, the battery is following the laws of physics. The human is a wild card, and after 40 years in engineering, I've learned never discount the ability of some knuckle-headed human to screw things up. Well, there you have it. Look, lithium batteries are one of the greatest technologies ever invented. Without them, all portable electronics will be worse, or not even feasible. But every powerful technology comes with risks. The problem isn't that batteries exist. The problem is that most people treat them like harmless magic. They're not magic, they're chemistry. And chemistry has a long history of making headlines when people stop respecting it.
So what's the lesson?
Use quality batteries, use quality chargers. Don't ignore damage. And if your battery starts smoking, like I've said a couple times before, get out immediately.
You make batteries sound like tiny terrorists.
No, tiny terrorists make demands. Batteries simply obey physics, and physics never negotiates. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and hit that like button. Until next time, keep climbing. And in the morning, I'm making waffles.